Let me tell you a tale about a man named Ron who's blazing the trail. They say Scott Hammer's the boss on the show, but Ron's the one driving, just so y'all know. Ron Miller, he's the one in charge. He's here and hammered down like a big old bar. Scott, don't worry, it's all in fun. Ron's a real host when the race is run. Now Ron talks engines and he talks tires. Scott might be the match, but Ron's a fire. With his country charm and a wink in his eye, he's taking over and we all know why. Ron Miller, he's the one in charge. He's here and hammered down like a big old bard. Scott, don't worry, it's all in fun. Ron's a real host when the one in charge, I don't know why.
Down Racing Report. And now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report here. Get rid of that. There we go.
It's silly season.
Ron's over there eating leftover Halloween candy and picking it out of his lap.
Well, one of them came out of the bag or out of the package a little crumbled, and there was a little dog that wanted to help me.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, welcome back, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report, part of the Evergreen Podcast Network, show number 357 for Thursday, December 5th. Scott Hammer, Ron Miller, coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch from the Dominator Race Products studio. Back for three shows before the end of the year.
And Dominator Race Products
represented at the Dome.
Are at the Dome, yeah.
Some of you may be watching us or listening to us and watching the Gateway Dirt Nationals as we are.
We hope somebody's watching.
Maybe two, maybe. I don't know. Tonight on the show, we are going to be speaking with Angola Motorsport Speedway champs. I think it's the first time we've done Angola.
I think so.
Brothers Tanner Jack, Hunter Jack will be joining us here in a little bit. Also, Chris Heintzelman, champion of the front-wheel drive, not four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, will be joining us as well. We're going to give away some Mazza's Pizza. Don't forget, there's only, 10 more days left in the Best of Toledo thing.
Right. Please vote.
I don't think I voted yet today.
I did.
Definitely help us out. Go to ToledoCityPaper.com, and once you get there, click on Best of Toledo. Under the media category, scroll down to local podcasts. Give us a vote for the Hammer Down Race. If you can do it once a day.
If you haven't registered yet, it's going to ask for your email address, but don't worry. They're not going to...
I haven't gotten any emails from them.
Nope, they're not going to bombard you with spam. So, no, it's a good thing.
Yeah, so help us out
and
there.
It'll help us.
Yeah, and we'll find out if we win in February. And by then, everybody will have forgotten about it.
Yeah.
So if we do lose, you've forgotten about it.
Well, we do have 10 days, and you can vote once a day on each email.
I meant to ask you, did you see my Facebook message earlier today about next week's show?
I did.
And did you have a preference on that?
I don't, really.
Maybe both?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that. Because we only got 3 shows left. Next week, we're probably going to do the Eldora champions. They have champions in the modifieds and stocks. And then... we may get Aaron Fry on. We haven't reached out to him. I know he's been busy with some stuff there. See if he wants to come on and see where things stand with.
See if any of the controversy has settled down any.
Yeah, exactly. And then the last show of the year actually will be right before Christmas. We're going to have Sandusky Speedway champions on, and hopefully talk to Rich Lucius, I believe, new race director out there, promoter, about the Hangover race coming up. I guess you're already working on your car.
I am, and so are you.
mine's worked on. I just need the thing to get it there to be worked on.
Yeah, but you've been working on it.
Slowly, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been helping. I appreciate that. Hashtag DCR for, we do have a couple of, should we do the special edition one?
Yeah, let's do the special edition one.
We have some return to the bin, unclaimed Hammer Down Racing Report window stickers. So we're going to go back to this cool one from 2023. It's got special edition. You cannot buy this one. Here, let me do this real quick. There, this one. Hashtag DCR. Put that in the comments of our Facebook Live or the YouTube Live, and you will be entered to win that. We'll do that drawing at the end of the show with help from our great producer, Dave Kemmer.
Is Dave in the house?
Yeah, he's. I got to scroll down here.
Okay.
He's right there. He's chilling out, relaxing. I should just put him on the screen. I won't do that to him. Got to mention freeze frame photos for all your racing photo needs, from action shots to victory lane. Now's the time to contact him, because there's still time to get things in time for Christmas. Right. Custom print magnets, can koozies, tumblers, wood plaques, slate with photos on them, I should say, wind spinners, buttons, just to name a few of the gift items.
Calendars.
And, of course, I was getting to that, the 2025 calendars. You can customize that, choose any photos, any drivers that he has. Victory lane photos, you can do all one driver. You can do all different drivers, depending on who you're getting the calendar for. They make great gifts for next year. Very cool. Freeze frame photos, special moments frozen in time. You can call Charlie, 419-407-6994, to get those items in time for Christmas. But time's running out. Don't wait to the last minute. Actually, I have him checking to see if, well, I can't really say what I have him checking to see because of, I believe our first guest is already calling in.
Well,
here,
okay.
So let's.
Did you see the comment?
Hammer Down Racing Report.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you? Is this Tanner?
Yep, this is Tanner.
Hey, Tanner, hold on a second, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. We got Tanner standing by. What were you saying, Ron?
There's something that says Facebook like is not working.
Well, maybe Facebook doesn't like us.
I don't know.
The Facebook like is not working.
And that's from Josh. So I don't have a clue.
Not sure what that means. Maybe there's an issue with the Facebook feed. If you are having problems with the Facebook feed, I'm sure Dave's looking at something here. Pull us up on YouTube. The Facebook feed was doing something a little weird earlier. Yeah, Dave just sent us a message here, I think. Maybe not. Anywho, Ron Miller Race Cars, Lambertville, Michigan, 734-856-7223. He's got race cars, parts, safety equipment, service, trailer repair, everything a racer needs. Give him a call. Facebook Live is not working, they say.
Well,
let's see if we can do anything about that at this point. Dave, can you just put the link to the YouTube Live? You don't have? Do you have access? You have access to Facebook. Put that on our Facebook if you would, Dave. Thanks. He's the best. All right, Victory Fuel, the flavored electrolyte water that is free of artificial coloring, no caffeine, no carbonation, with a full load of electrolytes and 120% of your daily vitamins. It is the choice of many teams on race day to stay hydrated properly. Contact local sales representative Tanya Conley for track concessions and for business wholesale inquiries, or you can order online at drinkvictory.com. Use discount code Conley Racing, and you'll save on your purchase and help out the Conley Racing team there. And she's getting Victory Race Fuel in a lot of places. Napa and Bryan. What's a place in Fremont?
Roots Poultry.
And a lot of the racetracks around the region are having, and Dittman Motorsports carries it in his trailer.
Maybe Ron Miller Race Cars needs to look.
Oh, yeah. You need to get a hold of Tanya there. Her email scrolling at the bottom of the screen there. Again, it is, I don't remember. I'll have to wait for it to come up at the bottom of the screen. Anywho, got to also thank Dominator Race Products, Dittman Motorsports, Oakshade Raceway, freeze frame photos, and magic moment entertainment. So before we get to our racing roundup, let's bring our guest back up here, Mr. Tanner Jack. Tanner, congratulations on a championship season there in the late models out at Angola Motorsport Speedway.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think you're the first. Well, no, we've talked to people that have raced out at Angola before, but this is the first time we've had.
You've talked to me every week.
I mean, race out there on a regular basis.
Oh, on a regular basis. Yes. Okay.
You know what I'm saying. Anywho, tight point battle down the stretch there with, is it Tony Dager? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yep.
How stressful were those last few races?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little stressful, just trying to have a clean race. And I had pretty fast race cars all season, so I just try to capitalize on qualifying and in my heat races to get as many points as I can. But yeah, just, limiting mistakes and either trying to beat Tony or just finish right behind him. But it was all in all a lot of fun for sure.
So did you head into the season with a goal of winning the championship, or did that just come after mid-season when you were up on top?
Yeah, we really didn't have any plans to run Angola all season, but my first couple races were pretty good. I won like 2 in a row and had like a 50-point lead. So we're like, let's just go for it. I've never had a championship before. So after that, we just started having some fun and just kept going there.
So what is the triple play? I saw you finish second behind Dager, just a couple points back, 2 points back, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, so basically they just have 3 races in the season that are a triple play race. They're 50 laps, and it's just an extra points deal they do. Like whoever finishes the best in those races get more points, and Tony edged me out. He won the first one, and he beat me a few other times. So he did pretty good in those 2 races for sure.
Why are you letting him beat you?
Hey, he's fast. I mean, yeah. I gave it my all.
The Jack family has quite a history at Angola Speedway, don't they?
Yeah, my dad's been racing there since early or late 90s for sure. My brother got his first start there in the mini stock back in like 2013. So we've been there for a while. Me and my brother grew up there, just playing in the dirt when we were 2-3 years old, watching dad race. So it's always fun to go back there and just enjoy pretty much childhood memories and doing what our dad used to do and still does.
Didn't I see something that your dad's going to race again?
Yeah, he's actually raced the past 3-4 years now.
Okay.
So me and my brother have got the opportunity to race against him a few times. So it's pretty fun.
You like
cool
that?
Came out there. Yeah, I never got the opportunity until the past few years, and it's pretty cool racing door to door with your dad.
Now you also ran several other tracks this season, including Owasso, Springport. Springport, I just saw. I think the promoter's leaving there.
Is what?
Yeah,
now?
I did see that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Springport for next year, but you got a win at Owasso back in September. There, I mean, what are any other tracks you got out to this year?
Yeah, we went to Springport, Owasso, Anderson a few times. Let's see here. Winchester at the end of the year we went to, and Plymouth, I believe. Yeah, and that was about it. But,
Winchester a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I love that place. I've been there. I've gone there a few times in my career, and it's way different. But there's nothing like it. It's just so fun and fast.
Any major setbacks you had to overcome this season to get that championship at Angola?
Yeah, about mid-season, our car was just really tight, and we couldn't figure out why, and we just felt like we were going the wrong direction. We finally kind of figured it out and turned it around a little bit, but yeah, I mean, other than that, not really. We had a pretty clean season for the most part, so it wasn't too bad.
Was it something with the setup or something with the way you're driving? What was it that you kind of figured out that needed changed?
Well, it's a little bit of both. Angola had a new tire this year with the American Racer, so just trying to figure that out, and just with new suspension parts and just a whole bunch of components like the weather, the humidity. The summer was a little different with the heat, and then some nights it would be cold. So it's just trying to figure that out and trying to just work with the track, and yeah, pretty much about it.
Any do you have a particular track that you prefer to race on the most? I mean, is Angola your favorite? Owasso your favorite? What is your favorite track to race on?
It's pretty tough. I would say Owasso was pretty fun this year. With the repave they did, it's really awesome up there. It's really competitive and fun. Anderson I also enjoy just because it's a tight racetrack and it's fast all the time and you're turning all the time, and it's just a blast to race there. And then obviously Winchester's top tier as well.
Quite a difference between Winchester and Anderson.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're both really fast.
They both got a lot of banking, but boy, the difference in track length is, a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So head-to-head competition, who wins, you or your brother Hunter?
I would say it depends on the night. Hunter's really good at, being fast and dialing in his car, knowing exactly what he needs. I feel that if I can get my car pretty decent to where I'm confident with my car, me and him would be really close. But he's got a lot of experience running the Super Series for multiple years. But I would say we're pretty even for sure.
Pretty even there with the 2021 ASA Super Series champion then.
Yeah, I would say it depends on the night, honestly. But he's beat me a handful of times. I beat him a handful of times. So, like I said, it just goes back and forth.
Back in the day, did any of your family run those Run What You Brung shows at Angola?
I don't think so. Can't really remember any of that. But I know my mom has ran the Powder Puff race at Angola one time, and my uncle actually ran the mechanics race one time, so that was pretty cool as well.
Did they win?
He did, yeah. He actually did win. So did my mom. Yeah.
Jacks are a hard family to beat.
Yep. It's in our blood.
So how many years have you been running the late model then?
Oh, let's see. I think about 7 years now. I started in 2017. So.
Man, 2017. It just doesn't seem like that 7 years ago. That is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So what is your long-term racing goals? Where are things going for you? Where do you see yourself 5-10 years down the road?
Obviously NASCAR would be cool. But you need major sponsorship for that, and it's just so hard to get out there. But other than that, I think it'd be really cool to be one of the top super late model racers, kind of like a Bubba Pollard or a Stephen Nasse. Just, going to big shows and knowing that you're one of the top cats that can run good all the time. So just being one of those veterans that you feel like can win every week would be my top goal for sure.
It's not a bad goal to have.
Oh, you can't leave Earnhardt Jr. out of that list.
That's true, yeah. Yep.
A little shorter term goals. What do you got planned for next year?
We're probably going to do something similar like we did last year. Probably not as much Angola. We're probably going to race more Owasso, just because they're doing really good things up there. The pay is really high. Good competition, great people. We just overall love that place. It's a little bit of a drive, but it's worth it for sure.
Everybody we've talked to that races up at Owasso has said that. We had Rex Wheeler on this past summer talking about all the great improvements he's done to that facility. Is it, as far as racing facilities and the niceness of the racing facility, is there anything that is nicer than the Owasso facility? I know Angola's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just preference, I feel like, but, it's just so smooth. The only thing that sucks is the outside groove is still kind of coming in. I mean, it's there, but you have to be really spot on to to make it work. In Angola, if your car is half decent, you can run the top, so that's pretty fun. But Waso's just got a lot of grip when it's nice, and you can get right on the bottom and make some good passes. So it's just really smooth, and I just like it personally.
Awesome. So attention other Angola competitors, the championship may be up for grabs. It might be a different champion next year then. Could things change if you run the first few races at Angola and you do well?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we last year, we didn't have any intentions, but just kind of worked out that way. It's just hard with they run a different tire than other tracks, so you're always having to play the tire game. You don't want to go buy another set if you have to go to another track. So yeah, it's up in the air pretty much.
You ever done any dirt racing?
No, not in a stock car. I used to in go-karts when I was little, but never really got into a dirt weight ball or anything like that. But I'd be down to. It sounds like fun. I've never gotten the opportunity to, but just be interesting.
Do you have a fear of the cold?
Not really.
Well, there is a race at Sandusky Speedway.
On the pavement?
On the pavement, yeah. It's on asphalt. New Year's Day, the hangover race. If you're looking for something to do, on New Year's Day.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if sponsorship came up.
There you go.
There you go.
To do, but, yeah.
Well, speaking of sponsors, who are the sponsors and crew members that helped you out this season?
So first off, we had Van Dorn Racing Development, our chassis builder. They help us out with everything from setup to just advice or questions we have for them. Napa M&S Auto Parts, Colormaster Incorporated, Nick Hutcherson Construction, DMP Metal Performance. Let's see here, All Star Performance, PFC Brakes. Brent Automotive, Team 41 Graphics. Trying to think here. I think that's about it. But I want to thank my dad for all the hard work he does and support he gives me. My mom for always supporting me and helping me out with everything. My brother is a big help for sure. My girlfriend Hannah, big support. My uncle Danji, Christy, and Wyatt. Gary Grigsby, and just everybody that helps out. I appreciate it. I couldn't do it by myself for sure, and it's just one big racing family, and I appreciate all the help that they give me.
Well, congratulations on the championship there at Angola, and looking forward to seeing you get some more. Any chance we'll see you as a CRA champion?
Yeah, hopefully someday. I ran the JEG series one time, and then we kind of stepped away from it, but I'd be loving to go back to it and try to compete against those guys. They're really tough to compete against, but I'd love to try it out again for sure.
I would ask you what your brother is going to be doing, but we're going to be talking to him here momentarily, so we'll ask him what he's going to be doing.
Don't want to steal his thunder.
Yeah, we don't want to steal his thunder. Tanner, it's been great talking to you, and again, congratulations on the championship.
Good luck on whatever you decide to do next year.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the opportunity to come on your guys' show.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Thanks, Tanner.
Here you go. Tanner Jack, your late model champion at Angola Motorsport Speedway.
Right.
Well, only one motorsport. Well, that was quick. I believe this is going to be his brother. Hammer Down Racer Report. Is this Hunter?
Yes.
Hey, Hunter, hang on just a second, okay?
Alrighty.
All right. We'll be with Hunter in just a moment. Before we do that, Ron, you want to do some commercials for me? I'm going to run and turn something down real quick.
Sure, okay.
Here, I got him highlighted.
Okay.
That one and that one. Those two.
Okay. Dominator Race Products. I thought we already talked about Dominator. Yeah, Dominator Race Products has what you need to be in the winner's circle. Dominator with 30 years of experience to put you out front. Check the Ultimate Body Brace Kits. Keeps its shape, and as well as the Dominator Racing Stool available. That's a Dominator Racing Stool. Yeah, available in a variety of colors. Don't forget about the modified Valance kits, plastic modified and late model tail spoilers, and more.
He's got like A-pillars now. I saw that.
Yeah.
Plastic A-pillars for the late models.
Yeah, we'll see how they do at the Dome.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry to throw that on you real quick.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn down that thing in the other room when I was hearing a
Okay.
little bit of feedback there. Not sure what's going on with the Don likes the Christmas lights. Thank you. We decorated for the season. Not sure what's going on with the Facebook Live feed tonight. But go ahead and share out the YouTube Live because we're working on there. And Twitch if you're watching us there.
Right.
We'll have to look into what's going on with our Facebook feed there. I'm not sure. But I also got to mention Magic Moment Entertainment. You can save $100 off your reception DJ service. Magic Moments. Ron Burt works with contractors, carries liability insurance. He never charges for mileage or dance floor lighting. Covers the entire states of Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky. He's been in business for over 30 years. Magic Moment takes pride in working closely with couples to make your special day perfect. Wedding receptions are Magic Moment's specialty, but they also do corporate events and mitzvahs. And I'm sure if you just need a DJ, he'd probably do something if it's not a mitzvah or a corporate event. Party in your backyard. I mean, I suppose if you pay enough, why not? Call 419-594-2261 or find Magic Moment on Facebook under Magic Moment Entertainment or check him out. Ron Burt also does the Ohio Sports Blitz there. He's now booking for June 2025 and beyond. And Magic Moment Entertainment and the Ohio Sports Blitz would like to wish you all a fun and safe holiday season. And he thanks everybody for their support. And we thank him for his support. So support him, supporting us. That's how you support the show. How about we bring Hunter, Hunter. Yeah. One of the Jacks back on here. Hunter Jack. We just got done speaking with Tanner Jack. Hunter, how's it going?
Oh, really good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the beginning of the season, did you set out to win the modified championship at Angola?
No. So I ran like one mod race. Well, I guess two mod races in 23, right at the end of the season. Just kind of getting my feet wet in it. And then we decided we were gonna run. We weren't really sure where. Just most of the season, I'll run for Randy Pippinger and his modified. And we started out at Plymouth, and we had a good car there. We got third, I think, in our first race. And then we went right to Angola and practiced, and the car was really good. We really didn't do a whole lot to it. And we ended up, we started out really good. I think we started leading the points almost within two races. We kind of just...
The hook was set then.
Yeah, so we kind of just kept after it. We were having a lot of success in our late models as well. We were having a lot of fun racing in Angola. The year started out really good, so we kind of just stayed with it.
Okay. So do you prefer running the late model or the mod?
I mean, it's a lot different either way. But I like the late model. You know, I've ran them for like 11 years now, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. But getting in the modified's just a different feeling. It's definitely a lot of fun, you know, going back and forth and driving them differently and trying to adapt and just get better in whatever I drive.
So how do you drive the modified different? What changes to your driving style do you have to make?
The steering is just, you know, it's a lot quicker. It seems like you're driving a go-kart almost. And you know, they seem to turn better. They're lighter. So you can, you know, you don't like in the late model, you got to arc more almost, it seems like, into the corner at Angola. In the modified, you can almost just kind of drive right down into the corner and put it right on the bottom. And you got to control the throttle more in the modified. It's got a lot more power than my late model does. So, you know, you just got to be a lot smoother.
What's the weight difference between the late model and the modified?
I think the modified was 2450 and the late model is 2850 because we got to weigh. I think we weighed after the race this year. So
And tire difference?
The tires were the same. We were running that American Racer tire.
Ron likes those.
I sell a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, I liked them too. It's definitely different than the Hoosier. It seems like you gotta really dial your car into it and figure out, what air pressure it wants. But definitely a lot of fun running on them.
Nice. So, what does being a track champion at Angola mean to you?
It's really cool. I've always kind of wanted to run for a track championship because we're always running all over the place. And, Angola, we've raced there forever. My dad's a champion there in the past. So it's really cool to win a championship there. And share a championship the same year as my brother is pretty cool as well.
Now, how much do you guys help each other out? I'm sure you probably gave him a few pointers as far as the late model goes.
Yeah, we help each other a ton. As he was coming up, and even now, I try and point out things that I think he could do different or better without messing him up, because we do drive differently. But even setup wise, if we find something that really felt good, we'll help each other. Like last year, he pointed out a bump stop package that he really liked, and we both ran it and we got first and second in the race. Oh. So little things like that really go a long way.
Tanner said he really enjoys racing with your dad. How about you?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. He's always on us that he can beat us, and he's not old and he can still be as good as he once was. And so, we all go out there and compete hard, and we want to finish in front of one another. So that way, when we go back to the shop and we're working, we get bragging rights.
I know my son and I race together and have for quite a few years. Do you race your dad any differently than you would any other car?
Well, I would say I race him harder.
I'll bet. And I can relate to that.
But we always try to race pretty clean. I don't think the three of us ever really touch each other unless it's on accident. But we race each other really hard, and it's a lot of fun.
So who's the better driver between you and your brother?
Here you go, Scott.
It's a toss up. I mean, I'd say there's tracks where I've raced a ton and I can beat him just because I know the track a little better. But right. Angola,
let's look at it this way. Let's say you guys go to a track that neither of you have raced on before. Take out the late models. Who's going to win a race head to head? You or him?
I would say like I'm probably better at adapting to a new track. But if
good
the track's
answer.
banked,
good answer.
He's got a good shot at winning. He doesn't seem to adapt well to a flat track like I do. Like I seem to like the flat tracks, I guess.
Gotcha. As Ron said, good answer there. I was putting you on the spot. Sorry about that. So, any crazy things happened to you this past season that you had to overcome at Angola specifically?
Yeah. So the guy I'm driving for, Randy Pippinger, he put on a big race, modified race for his son. And we got there and the fuel pump was bad on it. So we worked all day to fix that. That was, the most important race all year by far. And we worked all day to fix that. We missed practice. I think we went out and qualified, and we didn't qualify the greatest. We were like 9th. But then the race came around, and I think we started like 4th maybe. So we got a good starting spot. But the car was just amazing. When the sun went down, everything went right, and we were able to win that race. So that was pretty big, overcoming that issue. At one point, they wanted to load the car up because they were so frustrated. So we kept after it and were able to win that race.
That's pretty cool. One of our listeners wants to know how big the track is at Angola.
It's a 3/8 oval.
Pretty good banking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I was doing some research on you guys, and I don't know what happened, so I'm not asking to stir up anything, but something happened at Owasso earlier in the season, back at beginning of May. You and your brother ended up with DQs. What happened in that? What happened with that?
Yeah. So that was the first time we went to Owasso this year. We bought our tires at the track. No, sorry. We bought our tires ahead of time and had them mounted. So when we got there already, so we didn't have any baby powder in them, and we didn't know that we had to. So we got DQ'd for not having baby powder in our tires.
Yeah.
In the tires.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yep.
Yeah, it keeps you from soaking the tire on the inside because
Oh. I'd learned something tonight. I never knew that.
all you got to do is ask, Scott.
Well, I never would have even thought of that.
The tire treatment reacts with the baby powder. It can clump up and do all kinds of ugly things.
Now, was that a after the race tech kind of thing, or?
Yeah, Owasso does a really good job of, breaking the tires down, checking them, poking them. So they poked good, but just the fact that we didn't have powder in them, they had it in their rules. We didn't see it. It was, a mistake on our part. So, they're doing their job.
Yeah.
So, honestly, it's a good thing.
So what, I'm assuming they let you race then because this was a post-race thing, but where would you have guys ended up had the DQs not happened?
I think we were third and fourth maybe, or fourth and fifth, somewhere in there.
So top 5.
We were decent. We weren't quite as good as we needed to be that night.
And then you went back there. Did you, I know your brother got a win there. Did you get a win this year at Owasso?
Yeah, I won I think it was M&K Truck Center's Invitational they had. I won after Buddy Head. He blew an engine. I was trying to run him down. So I kind of lucked into that one a little bit, but it was still cool. I had a good car that night.
Tanner said nothing but nice things about the facility there.
Oh, yeah,
Awesome.
it's incredible. I mean, concrete in all the pits. They just built a brand new tech building. The surface on the racetrack's amazing. And the people there, super nice. Easy to get along with. Just a lot of good things they're doing.
Unless you forget the baby powder.
Yeah.
Baby powder.
Well, I mean, they're doing their job.
No, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for next season? I mean, you've got the 2021 ASA CRA Super Series Championship that you got a couple years ago. What's next for Hunter Jack?
So I think I'm going to run the modified again. We're kind of waiting for schedules to come out where we can work out what we want to do. But we're going to do that. And then my late model as well. We're talking about running a Owasso quite a bit. But just waiting to see, if some big races come out, we'll probably try and hit those. But a lot like what we did last year, just want to go and try and win races.
Probably no points championship then?
I mean, if we go to Owasso the first night and do well, we might try and run for that.
Oh boy.
Definitely get hooked there.
Just depends.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Any priority between the modified and the late model for next year?
Not really. Randy's pretty cool. He works with me. He knows I like to race the late model too. So we kind of work together, and if we can race both of them somewhere, we try to. So it just depends on how it works out.
You do double duty some nights.
You do double duty.
Yeah.
Not
Actually,
at all,
I won both features twice this year at Angola.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool for me.
Nice. Any sponsors you want to give a shout out to, or crew members that helped you out this season?
Yeah, Van Dorn Racing Development is a big part of our success. They help us learn. The race cars are a lot different than they were, even 5-10 years ago. So they kind of keep us up to date and teach us new things, and give us fast race cars. We're gonna go engine performance for great engines. Never ever have problems. Napa M&S Auto Parts, Hartman Auto Body, Jim and Barb Lambert, Dependable Metal Products, G. Scott Lauterbach, DDS. Then I want to thank my girlfriend Sarah. She does all our videos and social media, and then she helps us a lot in the shop at the racetrack. And then my dad and brother for everything they do, working on the cars, helping at the racetrack, getting us to the racetrack. My mom, my sister, just everyone that comes out and supports us.
Where can people find your videos? YouTube? Where you at? And how can people find those?
Yeah, I've got a Facebook page, Hunter Jack or Hunter Jack Racing. I post on both. And then I've got a YouTube channel. It's just under Hunter Jack Racing. We've got some pretty cool videos on there.
Any merch?
We've got some old shirts. I think we're talking about getting some new ones, but we haven't decided yet.
Just a heads up, hang on to that girlfriend if she likes working on the race car.
Oh yeah, you're not the first person that's told me that.
Well, Hunter, congratulations on the modified championship there at Angola Motorsport Speedway, and good luck in wherever things lead to next year, be it an Owasso championship or something else.
I appreciate it. Definitely cool to be on here.
Great having you on, man. I'm sure we'll talk to you again in the future.
Thanks for talking with us, Hunter.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Good luck next year, my friend.
Appreciate it.
Yep, we'll see you.
See ya.
There you go. Hunter Jack, the modified champion for Angola. And I don't know if I mentioned this before. Everybody's finding us on YouTube here tonight since our Facebook feed for some reason is not working. Well, I'll post this video on Facebook just in case anybody misses it.
You can catch up with us.
Yeah. So it won't be live. So if you are watching us on Facebook later on tonight, it's not live. Unfortunately, we had some issues with our system here for some reason. Apparently, it's taking December off, but we'll get that figured out. Coming up, we'll be talking to Chris Heintzelman. Before we do that, let's knock out our racing roundup. A couple of weeks of racing action that took place. Not much around here. There was some, but I should say in the States.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on down under, but let's bust out that racing roundup. That's this one.
Racing Roundup.
There it is. I gotta mute you again, and we're gonna do this. All right. Kalgoorlie Speedway. Friday, the 22nd of November. I got to go back a couple weeks because we got to cover the past couple weeks. Joe Chalmers picking up win in the late models there. George Park, the productions winner. Luke Barnwell in the street stocks, and Tyler Scott in the juniors. And then this past Saturday, the 30th of November, rained out. Apparently, they got rain in Australia too.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. Bunbury Speedway in Australia, Saturday, the 23rd of November. The LGM Sprint Car Grand National, Callum Williamson winning that, winning the Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series deal feature there. Blake Iwanaw won the Wingless Sprints. Ryan Farrell, the 360 Sprint Car winner, and Tom Payette winning in the Speed Cars Sprint Speedway. Back on Saturday, November 23rd, the LMRWA, Late Model Racing, Western Australia.
Very good,
Pro
Scott.
Dirt Series, round number 5. Joe Chalmers winning that. So,
again.
Yeah. So
He's Australian number 1, too.
That was a good weekend for him. The 22nd, 23rd, winning at Kalgoorlie, and then Saturday night at Esperance. Also at Esperance, Mitchell Barrett winning in the New Star Juniors, Jacob Hill, your Top Star Junior winner, Linton Dickerson, winner in the Street Stocks, George Park, once again, getting another production sedan win, and Kyron Bridges, your AMCA winner. Murray Bridge Speedway, this past Friday night, Lockie McHugh winning in the sprint cars, Caden Brown, speed car winner, and they had a 2-day show at Murray Bridge, as a matter of fact. Saturday night's winners were Travis Buckley in the speed cars and Brooke Hallett in the sprint cars. Perth Motoplex, good friend Hot Rod, or Red Hot.
Red Hot Ronnie.
Yes.
Ronnie McCann.
I saw she finally got her cast off after breaking it as soon as she stepped off the plane here in the States this past summer.
Right.
So finally broke her ankle and got her cast off now. Saturday, Nicholas Rowe, winner of the speed car feature. James McFadden picking up the sprint car win. Warren Oldfield, your late model winner, and Blake Iwanow, the wingless sprint winner at Perth. And finally at High Tech Toowoomba Speedway, rain.
Scott really likes saying that, too.
I do, Toowoomba. Formula One action a couple weeks ago, Saturday the 23rd, George Russell picking up the win at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Got to mention Oakshade Raceway, where the fastest meets race. They're working on their 2025 race schedule. All I can say about next year at this point is the UMP Dirt Car Summer Nationals will be back in 2025.
Yay.
I'm assuming July, but nothing officially there yet. Working on some other interesting things for next year. Visit oakshaderaceway.com or follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok for the latest updates. And I mentioned Dittman Motorsports earlier. He's your official Hoosier tire dealer for Northwest Ohio. He's got parts and service located over there in Oregon, Ohio. Just about any kind of race car service part that you may need, just like Ron Miller Race Cars. You can call Dittman at 419-283-8580.
Craig's got quite a fleet of race cars, and a few of them are for sale. So
everything's for sale for the right
price. If you're looking for a race car, give Craig a call.
So we have our final champion from Angola that we're going to speak to tonight, front-wheel drive champion Chris Heintzelman, waiting in the wings. Should we bring him on?
Sure.
It's we probably should take this off the screen, though, since we're not talking to Hunter anymore. Just a quick reminder, though, if you are watching us, it looks like people are finding us on the YouTube video. Again, sorry about the Facebook. I don't know what happened with that, but hashtag DCR. Put that in the comments of, I guess, our YouTube video tonight, and you'll be entered to win that limited edition Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker, courtesy of DCR Graphics. And in the meantime, let's bring in our final guest of the night. Chris, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Scott, the last guy of the on the show, and he's live with us.
Yeah, that one thing that is working. We take a week off, and everything goes to shit. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. Congratulations on the championship there in the front wheel drives. And I guess it wasn't too close for you, so I'm assuming it probably wasn't extremely stressful. But you got the championship by 50 points.
Mm-hmm.
How would you grade your season at Angola?
It was all right. Definitely had our ups and downs. The start of the season had a few issues with the car, but got them figured out and was able to get her running good and finish out strong, obviously.
So what kind of issues did you have that you had to figure out?
I had an injector pigtail. One of the pins was a little loose, and it kept making it misfire and run like crap down the straightaways.
So did you know what the problem was, or did it take a while to pinpoint that?
It definitely took a while. We knew it was fuel related, but we started with back at the fuel pump and then fuel filter and checking all of those things, working our way up to the engine itself.
So we're talking weeks that it took you to figure it out.
I would say the first 3-4 weeks, yeah.
Oh, that's frustrating too.
Very.
So Kyle Heintzelman finished second in the points. What's your relationship to Kyle?
That's my little brother.
Okay. So I assume you've been racing a little longer than him then.
Yep, definitely.
You're teaching him all the good things or the bad things?
A little bit of both.
Well, he won the last race of the season, so I mean, did you let him win there? I guess you finished third that last race.
So in the middle of the season, he blew his motor up in his car. So my dad, he ended up finishing, I think, 7th or 8th in the points. Chip Heintzelman, he forfeited his car from him and gave it over to my little brother so he could finish the season out and try and finish on top of points with me.
And it worked out.
It did.
There wasn't any family plans as to who was going to come out on top, was there?
Definitely not. It's a strong battle every single time we get there.
We talked with Hunter and Tanner Jack earlier, and they said they really like racing with their dad. How is it racing with your dad and your brother?
Oh, it's a blast. And we actually have a buddy that's out there with us as well, John Chilco. I think he finished 3rd or 4th in points. But so we've got 4 cars out there basically every weekend, and it's a battle between one of us every single weekend.
Do you race them any different than the rest of the guys? Or Tanner, I think it was, said he probably races his dad harder than anybody else.
I definitely race my dad very hard. My brother and stuff sometimes will kind of like to follow each other. So sometimes I'll let him just kind of go ahead of me and follow him through traffic, or sometimes he'll duck behind me and follow me through traffic. It really just depends on the situation there.
So how many wins did you end up with this year, and how many did Kyle end up with?
Kyle probably finished with 4 or 5 of them. And honestly, I don't think I won a single race.
Oh,
so just consistency.
Correct. Yeah. Just finishing up in the top 3 pretty much every weekend.
So what's more gratifying for you? Is it the championship that you won, or would you have been happier to win 4 or 5 races and maybe finish second to Kyle in the championship?
Back in 22, I won the championship there, and I won 6 of the 12 races. So I've kind of felt both. Winning the races is definitely very exciting. Kind of finishing second and third gets very frustrating, especially when it's happening every single weekend. But losing to him is not a bad thing at all.
Any particular memory that sticks out from this past season for you?
I mean, just every single weekend getting to race with my family, and family being in the crowd, and my boy being able to watch me, and my fiance helping out, and just everyone getting to watch and racing with family is amazing.
And probably that first night after you figured out the pigtail issue too, right?
Yes, definitely.
So what are your plans for 2025? You gonna stick around, try and go for another championship, back-to-back championships?
It's possible, depending on how we do. I really like Owasso. I know everyone's been talking about Owasso tonight, but
and a lot of our pavement guys,
a lot of our dirt guys talk about going to Owasso
that have raced there. Yeah, they're impressed with the facility.
It's very nice there. The track is very nice. We've tried out Galesburg and Plymouth, and I haven't really cared for those as much. Just the car doesn't really like the track as much. But Owasso, it came to me very like first nature.
What's your hometown?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Okay, so it is a little bit of a haul for you then to go get up to Owasso compared to Angola.
Yeah.
Did you used to run at Bear Field at all?
I did. Yep.
How much do you miss that track?
It's basically in our backyard. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I hated when that closed, man, especially after they built the dirt track on the inside there.
Yeah.
Have you driven by the track recently? I wonder. I've heard rumors like a year ago that they were going to try and bring it back. Have you heard anything?
I don't think so. There was some rumors for a while, but it's too far gone from what I've heard. There would be a lot of updates that would need to be done for insurance to even cover it. So I don't see it coming back, but I can only hope and pray that it will happen.
Yeah. What's the current status of your cars? Are they tore apart? Are they ready to go, or what?
they're still all put together. We haven't tore anything apart yet, but we've got definitely some plans to change some things up this winter and hopefully be a little bit better and faster and stronger next year.
Let's play what if. What if Bear Field did come back, but it was a dirt track?
I am not a dirt guy.
Well, what I was getting to was the hangover race at Sandusky. You know, I mean, cars are ready. You're looking for a race. They have the front. What do they call it? The moonshine.
Moonshine. Yeah.
No, not the moonshine.
Anyway, it's all
Champagne
front-wheel
moonshine.
drive cars.
Yeah, front wheel drive cars. They have a class there, and that's an asphalt track. Have you raced at Sandusky before?
Not.
New Year's Day.
Yeah, if you're
No matter what the weather.
looking for something to do, bring out all three cars if they run.
Well, we'll have to think about it. I'll talk to the boss man and see what he says.
It's a blast. You can check it out on Sandusky Speedway's Facebook page or their webpage.
There, just do a search for Sandusky Speedway hangover race on YouTube. You'll find some fun videos.
Yeah.
So what sponsors helped you out this year, and any crew members you wanna thank?
Definitely Chips Auto Repair, Mechanics Unlimited, Belt Power, Double B Ranch, Double B Garage, Summit City Pools, and I would really like to thank my dad and my mom. My dad makes everything possible for us. I would like to thank my fiance and my son for being there to support me and watch me win or lose. They're there beside me no matter what.
How old's your son?
He's 5.
All right.
So maybe just a few more years, you might have to get a fourth car, right?
At least a go-kart.
Something. It's coming.
Anyone else? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Just my uncle, really. He does a lot of work in the shop for us. And I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it.
Kind of a common thread, Scott, with all three of the guys that we've talked to tonight.
A lot of
it's
family.
All family racing.
Yeah.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
like it.
Is there a lot of family racing there at Angola?
Yeah, we got the Gattons out there too. That's another bigger family. The Hendersons, they've got a few people out there that race for them. There's quite a few families out there with us.
And I haven't been out there. I remember when it was Steuben County Speedway. That might have been the last time I've been out there. I'm gonna have to get out there.
Whatever happened to the Parr families? Are they still around at all, or?
That name does not ring a bell for me. Parr.
Oh, okay. It was back quite a few years.
Ron's got quite an extended history that goes back further than some of other.
Don't
racers.
start, Scott.
Yeah, we'll just let that go. Chris Heintzelman, congratulations on the championship. Was this your first championship?
Nope, back in 20.
That's right. You said you got the one with the wins. Second championship then?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Well, good luck if you get up to Owasso and run for the championship up there. Do they have a front-wheel drive weekly class?
It's there. It's not every single weekend, but it's.
But they do have a points championship?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Well, good luck if you run for that. And
Well, thank you.
I'm sure if you do, there'll probably be some front-wheel drive guys at Angola that'll be thankful and be like, hey, we have a chance at championship this year.
Well, thank you guys for inviting me to be on the show with you.
Yep. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you New Year's Day at Sandusky Speedway.
We'll see.
Thanks for your time tonight, and good luck wherever you land next year.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Yep. We'll see you.
Bye.
There you go. Chris Heintzelman, your Angola Motorsport Speedway front-wheel drive track champion for 2024. And again,
Nice group of guys tonight, Scott.
Yeah, very cool. And like I said, the first time I think we've done featured the Angola Motor Speedway champions as we start to spread out.
Broaden our horizons.
Wait, there we go. There, spread out. Had the camera too narrow.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We do have a little bit of news to get to before we do our pizza giveaway for how many. And also, I'm going to have story time, that short story at the end.
Really?
The story I told you earlier.
Oh, okay.
It lasted like a minute. Fun story.
Now I'll get all the details.
It was a fun story, yeah. Racing news. Let's do that, which is this one right here.
latest racing news.
So, guess who the most popular driver in NASCAR is for the seventh consecutive season?
Oh, geez, I couldn't guess.
Driver of the number 9, Chase Elliott, named.
That's just because his dad was like
Bill.
forever.
Yeah. Former Craftsman Truck Series and Xfinity's champion Greg Biffle was recognized as the National Motorsports Press Association's Myers Brothers Award. That is a long name for an award. He was the winner of that. Biffle, an avid pilot, flew rescue missions and dropped supplies in western North Carolina following the devastating damage from Hurricane Helene in October. It's
a pretty cool deal.
Yeah. So good that he got some recognition for that. The owners of Milan Dragway up in Milan, Michigan, have made the difficult decision to put the historic facility on the market. The current owners purchased the closed facility in 2021. Multiple physical upgrades have been completed over the last 30 months, including asphalt and concrete paving, updates to the restrooms, renovations to the pro shop, clubhouse, performance center, concessions buildings, and more. Several $100,000 have been spent on drag strip operations and grounds maintenance equipment. Sale price was not disclosed as of yet, so I don't know how you're going to sell it if you don't disclose the price.
Well, just bring your wallet.
Yeah,
we'll let you know if you're close.
Hopefully they can keep that thing
what
going.
I haven't seen announced on that is if there will be a 2025 season if it doesn't sell.
Well, I would assume probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Obviously, if it's not an operating facility, the value goes down. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
You want to run a drag strip?
Not really.
You went from late model to dirt trucks. Why not drag strip?
Well,
the Ron Miller Race Cars drag strip in Milan, Michigan.
Maybe if we put a turnaround at the end and then another one at the other end.
I got a video game that's like that. But
yeah.
It's also called Wreckfest.
Kind of like Sandusky Speedway. 2 drag strips.
Yeah, they're a little further apart, though, yeah. I think. The Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium on Sunday, February 2nd is sold out. So if you haven't purchased your tickets and you wanted to go, TS, don't know what to tell you. NASCAR announced last Monday as fans eagerly anticipated the return of the NASCAR Cup Series to this historic venue for the first time since 1971, since before I was born.
Wow.
Yeah. NASCAR also announced expanded action on Saturday with the Madhouse Classic, an exhibition race from Bowman Gray Stadium's weekly modified division and Cup Series on-track activity. Participation in competing in Saturday's Madhouse Clash is by invitation only, based on the top 20 from the 2024 Bowman Gray Stadium modified point standings. Saturday's schedule will include a practice session, single car qualifying, and a dedicated 125-lap feature.
Wow.
Yeah. It'll be kind of cool watching Bowman Gray there.
Yeah, not much different than watching the stadium in L.A.
It's kind of similar. Oh, I think
it timed out.
I think the laptop died. It's running off batteries.
Oh.
Kind of like the Dome, the Gateway Dirt Nationals. Nice small little bull ring there. Honest Abe Roofing is proud to announce its partnership with the Fast on Dirt Sprint Car Series. As part of this collaboration, Honest Abe Roofing will strengthen the Fast Sprint Car Series by enhancing its tow money and points fund, ensuring an even more competitive season for teams and drivers. Additionally, Honest Abe Roofing will offer special discount rates to racing fans on roofing services, making it easier for homeowners to upgrade their roofs. I want to know how they know that they're race fans.
Oh, I don't know.
If you go, hey, I'm a race fan. Oh, extra,
good enough.
Extra 80% off for you.
Who owns the Fast Series, Scott?
Aaron Fry.
I know.
Why?
Well, I
thought we already discussed that earlier.
Yeah, but
we had a show meeting during the show.
We didn't discuss the fact that maybe he's trying to get in somebody's face. Maybe. He's not going away peacefully.
That's definitely that. Yes, that is. I think what that kind of says. I don't know peacefully. I think basically he's not going away is what that says.
Absolutely.
Corey Day won the Turkey Night Grand Prix USAC Midget feature on Saturday night at Ventura Raceway, becoming the youngest winner of the event at 19 years, 3 months, and 8 days. Dyson Pursley finished third and earned the 2024 USAC NOS Energy Drink Midget National Championship as they wrapped up their season there. Tony Stewart, who earned NHRA Rookie of the Year honors in 2024, announced on Tuesday that he will return to the seat of his Top Fuel dragster. In his first season, he finished 9th in Top Fuel points. So you could get Tony Stewart at your Ron Miller Raceway Dragway.
Yeah.
Ron Miller Dragway.
There we go.
Race car drag, whatever. Sandusky, speaking of Sandusky Speedway, they've already put out their 2025 race schedule.
Pretty aggressive there.
Yeah. You can check it out at sanduskyspeedway.com. First race, obviously, Hangover race on January 1st. Regular season, though, will start with opening night on May 3rd, featuring modifieds, factory stocks, Grand Nationals, Pro Con packs, and Warriors. Of course, as we mentioned, they renamed their classes, kind of teaming up with Lorraine Raceway Park as well on those. What else we got there? We also have the Bev Jaycox Cavalcade. That'll be October 3rd through the 5th. And then things wrap up with an intriguing Night of Destruction on October 18th. And if it's anything like the Rockford Speedway Nights of Destruction, I am looking forward to this. They have that one thing, the things you should not hit with a car. And they just put random stuff out, like a grill, and they'll run a car into it.
Okay.
It's fun. I enjoy watching that. If you haven't seen that, search YouTube for Rockford Speedway, things you shouldn't hit with a car. I think that's what it's called, something like that.
And Sandusky is going to be doing...
I don't know if that's the same thing.
Okay.
It could be... Well, they don't have a figure 8 track, so it's probably not figure 8 bus racing, so yet. I think they would have to do a lot to get a figure 8 track in there, especially since they got the go-kart track in
and
the
flag stand.
Flag stand kind of, so we'll get to the bottom of that here in a couple weeks when we talk to the guys from Sandusky Speedway. Yeah. Find out what's going on there. The World of Outlaw Late Model Series is looking for another title sponsor. Unfortunately, Honest Abe's Roofing is taken, so that's not an option for them. But 3 years ago, Case Construction Equipment signed a multi-year contract. That is expired. It is unknown if the series has another sponsor lined up or it'll go unsponsored in 2025. Yet to be determined.
Oh, boy.
TBD. And that is it for our racing news tonight. No Hammer Down hotline calls or texts this past week.
Oh, darn.
So nothing to share there. If you do want to call, text, leave a message, give us or text or call 419-318-3081. That's 419-318-3081. And that gives us to give away some pizza.
Ooh.
You ready to do that?
Yeah. Okay. And you'll still have a couple of minutes for the hashtag DCR.
Oh, sorry. Yes. My finger slipped. I hit the button.
And it's echoing.
I know, because every time I hit the button, it turns on all these other microphones there.
I see.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
How many?
The hype was overblown there, I think, for that. Tonight's How Many, a chance to win a large one-item pizza from Mazza's Stone-Fired Pizza over there in Point Place. Actually, we'll talk about last week's winner first. Actually, it was a combination thing, because remember 2 weeks ago, last show was how many total points will the Detroit Lions score the weekend against the Colts, and plus the number of points they score versus the Bears. Just the Lions.
Right.
Only the Lions points. So they scored 24. I don't remember if it was against the Colts or Bears, and 23 against the other one.
Right.
Or vice versa. So a total of 47 points.
Right.
We had a tie.
Really?
2 people guessed 48.
Ooh.
So we're going to have to spin the Mazza's pizza wheel. But before we get to that, you picked 78. So I just went one under you, because I think the week before I won up to you and I went the wrong way. So woohoo! It's been a while since I get to choose first. I get you there. But as far as our listener winner, we're going to have to spin that
Mazza's pizza wheel.
Yeah, let's bring up that wheel. We got a couple names on it, just 2 names. So 50-50 chance here between Sabrina Stamper and Bill Daniels.
Oh, all right.
So here we go. You ready?
Good luck, guys and gal.
And gal. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be Bill.
Bill Daniels.
Bill Daniels, congratulations! Until the name pops up, it's not official.
I understand.
Anything can happen. Bill Daniels, you have 30 days to claim your one large, one-item pizza from Mazza's Pizza. Congratulations. And we're going to have another chance for you to win a large one-item, one-topping pizza. This week, we're back to racing since we got some more racing happening this weekend. A lot of racing, actually. Snowball Derby's going on. A lot of guys down there in Florida for that. And, of course, a lot of people over in St. Louis at the Dome. So we're going to go with the Dome.
Okay.
It's always exciting. Saturday night. Just Saturday night. And we're going to go back to the number. We're going to do a number one. As far as it's not a how many, it's more of a number.
The number on the winning car?
That's going to be it. There you go.
Ooh.
Number of the winning late model Saturday, the Gateway Dirt Nationals, the feature event, the main event.
Boy, we've got an awful lot of Rusty Schlenk fans in our crowd.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying he can't win it. He's won. He won what was that race he won? The champion race or something? A few years, like the second year, I think. So he can get around there. So what is the number on the winning car? And I didn't. I watched a little bit of qualifying earlier, and I haven't seen the entry list, but pretty much everybody's there.
Right.
5, I believe. Isn't that is that Bishop?
Yep, Bishop.
43. Who's 43? Can't think of who 43 is. 20, that's probably RTJ. Stamper Racing's going with a Rusty. So, and it's not whoever's closest without going over or anything. It's just whoever's closest. So, So put your guess in, and if there's a tie, we'll spin the Big D's pizza wheel. I guess I'm going to have to pick first.
Yes, you are.
I got to go in the middle again. I'm going with 49.
Ooh.
I know he's there, and I don't know. I think he's driving the 49, or is he driving the 6? Maybe somebody can help me out there real quick, or not.
Well, Scott.
Well, don't put that in, because if you put that in, that's your guess. I'm going to go with 49. I'm going with 49, even if he isn't driving the 49.
48 then.
48.
It doesn't have to
Jimmy
be
Johnson?
It doesn't have to be the exact number, just the closest.
Just the closest. So you got I got everything 50 and above.
Yeah.
And you got everything 48 and below. So we shall see. Don Henry says 6. So I don't know if that means he's driving the 6 or not. Or if that he's in the 49. Okay. Thank you, DF21 Snow. Or it could be 21S now.
Yeah.
Did you see the wind last night?
What's
The
that?
snow last night about 10 o'clock?
I think it disappeared by the time it got way up north here.
The 2 miles up north?
Yeah.
I thought the trees were going to blow over last night. It was crazy.
Scott, I had a tiny little dusting on the patio table. That was the only snow that I saw this morning.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, and a little bit on the pond.
Your pond doesn't have water in it, does it?
Oh, yeah. Not a lot, but
No, it's not.
probably 6 feet.
All right, let's do our... when's the cutoff? That's a good point, Stamper Racing there. We'll leave that open until Saturday, 4 o'clock, because I think, don't they start 3 o'clock Central Time? 4 o'clock Eastern Time. I think is when they start doing hot laps or qualifying or whatever. I don't know. We'll say 4 o'clock on Saturday. That's your cutoff. So, again, if you're watching us on YouTube Facebook, since we had our problems with our Facebook Live, you might be watching us not live. Don't worry. You can put in the Facebook post with this video as well.
Right.
So if you're watching us on Facebook, you can put it in the comments of this Facebook video, even though technically it's not the live. It's a recording of our live.
Right.
We'll count those as well as YouTube and Twitch. But then again, you can only guess once, and you can only guess on one of those platforms, or you will get black flagged.
And we've got a black
We
flag
have a whole flag set over here.
and know how to
Thanks
use
to
it.
Vintage American Race Cars. Yes, absolutely. Let's check out some racing action that's going on this weekend, and then we'll wrap things up here and go watch the rest of tonight's action in St. Louis or down in Florida.
This weekend's racing menu.
Your Mazda's Pizza racing menu for this weekend. There's that echo again. Get rid of that. Gateway Dirt Nationals, as we mentioned, tonight through Saturday, going on at the Dome at the America Center, St. Louis, Missouri, featuring late models and modifieds. Tomorrow night, I guess a couple local drivers will be in action. Rusty and Carter Schlenk. Carter's first time, I believe, running down there.
It is.
Be interesting to see that. Snowball Derby continues tonight through Saturday at Five Flags Speedway. Super late models along with Pro Trucks, Sportsman, Pure Stocks, Crown Stocks, Modifieds of Mayhem, and Outlaws. Both those events you can watch on Flow Racing if you have that streaming option. Down in Australia, Saturday, the 360 Sprint Car State Title featuring 360 LS Sprint Cars, LS1 Sprint Cars, Production Sedans, Street Stocks, and Legend Cars. That again at Bunbury Speedway. Esperance Speedway on Saturday. It's the 13th annual 2020 Street Stock Challenge featuring production sedans, Formula 500s, AMCAs, and late models. Albany Speedway on Saturday as well. They'll have limited sprint cars, Southwest Speed Car Championship, and junior feature as well. And High Tech Speedway Toowoomba Saturday night as well. Modified sedans, production sedans, wingless sprints, and mod lights. And
we've got to talk to the good folks down there and have them start streaming so we can
watch some of their races.
Yeah,
I agree. If you haven't put hashtag DCR, and this is probably only for our YouTube viewers tonight, go ahead and do so. If you already did, then is the voting still going on? Yes, we'll talk about that here before we wrap things up here in just a minute. Assuming you're voting for the
Best of Toledo
thing, yeah, we'll get to that. But hashtag DCR, just a couple minutes, we're going to do the drawing for that. Heads up, Dave there. So last call to put in, there it is, hashtag DCR in the comments of the Twitch or YouTube comments.
Right.
Yeah. So, and in the meantime, while we get some last things in there, we'll have a quick little story time here.
Yeah.
So my crew chief's vehicle was stolen from out in front of her house last Tuesday, a week ago Tuesday.
So they smashed the window in and broke the lock.
She went to go to work and went out and saw a pile of glass in the street where her car was, right in front of her house.
That's sad.
Yeah. So she called Toledo Police, got a hold of the auto desk, I guess. I guess they don't actually come out and do anything.
Really?
Apparently, car thefts in Toledo is pretty common. And before I get too far in the story, I had my truck stolen out of my driveway here in Sylvania a few years ago.
Yeah, with somebody with no taste at all.
It was a 20-year-old rusted-out truck. I was like, who would steal this truck? And luckily, my windows weren't smashed out. The back sliding window. I don't have this truck anymore, so don't come and steal it. It's not here.
They just slid it open.
Yeah, it just slid. I'm assuming that's how they got in, and then they just popped the little cylinder out because it was like a 90s Dodge Ram. Anyways, long story short on that was, since I'm in the city of Sylvania, I filed a police report with Sylvania. They came out. They were great. All good. Got a call, and that was like on a Thursday. No, it was a Friday, and then I got a call Monday. It was like, did anybody call you and tell you that Toledo Police impound lot has had your car since Thursday? Or your truck? I'm like, no. So, of course, I had to go out there and Toledo impound lot. Very friendly. That's sarcasm. Oh, yeah, you was like,
What do you want?
$100 for each day it was here, including over the weekend. I'm like, had the two police departments actually, excuse me, talk to each other, I would have known the car was there Friday.
Right.
And probably saved a little bit of money. Instead, I was like a criminal trying to get my car back. I'm like, Jesus, this is terrible. So anyways, back to Tuesday. She goes out, car's gone. It's a Kia. Apparently Kias are notorious for being stolen. They lack a something in their ignition, a chip or something, they make them easy to steal, I guess. She filed a report Tuesday afternoon, though. They called her, hey, we found your car. It's in a parking lot at some apartment complex in South Toledo or something, and You have 30 minutes to come out. It's going to need a tow, though, because the ignition doesn't work. They busted the steering column out and all that stuff, so it doesn't start. And she's like, well, I can't get a tow truck there in 30 minutes. And she was at work, so that was another issue. So they said, all right, it'll be at the impound lot. You can get it tomorrow or whatever, which would have been the Wednesday before Thanksgiving last week. So she goes to the impound lot, and the plan was to release it to her insurance company so they could do whatever they needed to do. She just needed to go to the impound lot, sign off, whatever it was. So she gets there on Wednesday. They inform her that there's a hold on the car, and she can't do anything. And they can't give her any more information as to why, what
and
the
this
hold's
is the
for.
Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Wednesday before Thanksgiving, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, so you're not going to be able to do anything for a while.
I can see where this is going.
Yeah. And so I think she made some calls, got a number of some police detectives maybe, called them on Friday. Of course, no call back, and then nothing until Monday. So she called the auto desk back and said, look, I don't know what's going on with my car. There's no police report. There's no accident report. It's on hold. What's going on? And she's like, well, here's another note. So it was a number to, I guess, the sergeant that's in charge of accidents, because they thought maybe it's on hold because there was an accident investigation.
Okay.
And he was, I guess, and he actually called her back and was pretty helpful. He said that there's no report. There's no accident report. I don't know why there's a hold on your car. And so, and at this point,
and smoke.
This is this past Monday, yeah. And
she's got
she's got her insurance agent also making calls, trying to get information like what's going on. Tuesday, I guess, finally, I don't know if it was the insurance agent or her, talked to somebody and said, yeah, they got the release lifted. You can proceed with getting the car
out of here,
released to your insurance company. So Tuesday, late in the day, she left work early again to go to the... So
this is a whole week after it was stolen.
Correct. And gets to the impound lot, does all the release paperwork so that the insurance folks can have a tow truck come out and get it and bring it to wherever they need to take it to. And she's like, I have my winter coat in the car and some other things I'd like to get, assuming it's still in there, because she hasn't seen the car since it was stolen.
A whole week.
Yeah. So maybe those things are in there, maybe not. And they're like, well, it's the end of the day. We're trying to close our fine. I guess they drag their feet, and the way they do that at the impound lot is they have to lead you back, make sure you don't mess with any of the other cars on their lot or whatever. So they lead her back and stop in front of a Jeep. And she's like, that's a Jeep. That's not a Kia. I'm like, well, it's supposed to be here. And I guess he called back to the office. Did you write down the wrong lot number? And he's like, nope, that's the right number. And apparently, and then they started driving down the rows looking for it, and they couldn't find it. And it was like 20 minutes of that.
So her stolen car was stolen.
Her stolen car disappeared. Oh, it gets better than that. So she's like, well, they're coming to tow it tomorrow, so you guys find it. And left, and she was not happy Tuesday night. So Wednesday, she gets a call, went late in the afternoon, this time from the insurance company. Tow truck went there, went to tow it, and says, the insurance lady says, the tow truck driver says, the vehicle's split in half. We can't tow it.
Okay.
And we're like, what? What the hell? So, and no further information. Nobody has any, by this time it's the end of the day, so you can't get any more information. And then that leads us to today, which there's finally some closure. There's a happy ending, but oh my God, how incompetent!
But wait, there's more.
So the tow truck, I guess the insurance lady, bless her heart, figured, I guess, made a bunch more calls and expressed her concerns about how incompetent they were there. That they finally, I guess, got the right vehicle. Apparently the one split in half wasn't hers.
Oh, good.
Thank goodness, yeah. So they got the car and it was towed out of there. So don't get your car stolen in Toledo is the moral of that story. Thank you for listening to my story. I appreciate it.
And now it's at the dealer getting fixed.
Now it's at I guess they've already ordered, it's not split in half, and they're already ordering a new ignition stuff, and then they're going to
and hopefully a window.
Probably, yes. But she still hasn't seen her car yet.
Oh, so. I didn't know we had to replace the window, too.
Well, they could probably sweep up the pieces. It's still there in the street. Maybe glue it all back together.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, Dave, you ready to do that drawing there?
He's
Dave's
probably
still
asleep.
No, he's still there. He's looking. He's looking. I see him. Whenever you want to do our hashtag DCR drawing for the Hammer Down Racing Report, the limited edition window sticker. You can't buy these. This is the last one that's in existence. Dave's spinning the wheel here.
Ooh, it's green.
Is it green? Skylar Hovis.
Oh, no.
Good, because I couldn't read the one right before that. Congratulations, Skylar Hovis. You are the winner of this, the last limited edition. This is writing on this. Last limited edition Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker. All right, I'm just going to write it here.
I'll remember who it is, and they know where Ron Miller Race Cars is. So.
And they have 30 days to claim that.
Otherwise, we'll give it away again.
Yeah, so it may not be the last. There, now it's working on it. There you go. So that'll be at Ron Miller Race Cars for 30 days. Congratulations, Skylar. And we do have one more left. If Dale Cole happens to hear us, we're going to need some more of these if we want to give them away. Did you see this? I got one of these to give away for closer to next season.
Ooh.
Yeah, free pit pass to Oakshade Raceway.
Is that a sticker?
No, that's a pass.
Oh.
That's not a sticker. It's a nice little pass there. So we'll give that away closer to the start of the season.
Cool.
Courtesy of, actually, that's courtesy of, we'll just say Oakshade Raceway. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Thanks to producer Dave Kammer, contributors John Young, Dean Henry, Bob Stazak, Matt Swander. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on X, a Hammer Report. Follow us on YouTube. We'll figure out our deal with what happened with Facebook. I don't know.
Don't forget Best of Toledo.
Getting to that. You can also check us out on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Of course, if you missed us on Facebook, you can always check us out there, too, as well. You can pop us on your phone, listen to it on your drive to work, whatever. Make sure to rate and review us. Share us with your friends. Thanks to our sponsors, DCR Graphics, Dominator Race Products, Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Freeze Frame Photos, Dippin' Motorsports, Magic Moment Entertainment, and Victory Fuel. Still supporting us. Support our sponsors. Thanks to this week's guests, Tanner and Hunter Jack, as well as Chris Heintzelman. Next week, probably be looking at the Eldora Champs. We don't have anything in stone, and hopefully we'll see if we can get a hold of Aaron Fry as well from the Fast on Dirt series there. Now,
before you leave,
before you go, or as soon as we stop here, if you haven't done so yet today, and I need to do this too, again, help us out. There's only 9 more days, I guess, left of this.
That means you can vote 9 more times.
And if you have 2 email addresses, I think my crew chief has like 3, and she uses them each day. You could vote 18 more times or 27 more times, depending on the number of emails you have. But do it each day. Help us out. We appreciate it. We're actually trying to make a run at this year's Best of We don't get anything for it other than saying, hey, we got the best fans because they voted for us. So technically, you guys are winning it.
That's it.
Yeah. Just go to ToledoCityPaper.com and click on the Best of Toledo logo there. They got a big banner. Just scroll down a little bit, and then as soon as you click on that banner, you'll see a bunch of categories. Find the media category, and under the media category, local podcasts. There's 6 of us on there. Just click vote next to the Hammer Down Racing Report, hopefully. And if, like Ron said, if it's your first time voting, they will ask for an email address, but they don't spam you or anything, so you're good there. I think you may have to verify that that's your working email address.
They're really good about it.
And then the next time you vote, assuming it's on the same computer, then it remembers it, so you don't have to enter. You just click vote and you're good. You don't have to do anything else. So it's just that easy. So that's it. We'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock. That is a wrap on show number 357 of the Hammer Down Racing Report. Goodbye.
Good night, folks.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.